Hi everybody! If you're watching this video, you're probably a nursing student or somebody that's about to go to an interview and trying to find videos that will teach you or give you some tips. So just a disclaimer, I am currently also a student, so I'm not an educator, but I just went through a lot of interviews and I started off not getting any offers at all. So I started attending some workshops. I talked to some upperclassmen, I talked to clinical instructors, so I wanted to film this video before this information disappears somewhere. I want to film it and hopefully help you guys that are watching this video succeed in your interview. So let's start. When I had my first interview, I was on YouTube and all sorts of internet trying to figure out what questions to expect and what to wear, how to walk in the room, how to set a really good first impression. So hopefully this video will help you. So let's start off with when you first walk in the room. For my first interview, I remember I almost broke my back because I was telling myself, shake their hands, shake their hands, shake their hands. Once you walk in, shake their hands. And I walked in. They were sitting 3 feet away from me across the table. And I was just so into shaking the hand that I almost strained my back just trying to reach over the table. So just keep in mind that if you have the opportunity to shake hands and show initiative, don't wait till they shake your hand. But if you're like 3 feet away from them, then do not do it because you might fall over. I was just tall. That's the first impression. And always be confident. They can see your face. Practice at home facing a camera like I am now, that you can see how your facial expressions are, because you might think that you're not nervous but your face is like. So I did learn a small thing from a workshop. If you are currently a student and you do have like school ID or like a name tag, yeah, my name's Karami, try to put it on your right side of your chest. So when you shake hands, they can see your name and they're gonna be like, ooh, you want me to hire you? Okay. Before you even go to an interview, the first thing is, of course, applications, but doing a lot of research of the hospital or the practice setting that you are trying to interview for is really important. So try to find their mission statement, and if it's a historic hospital, also look up their history and make sure to embed all of those keywords in your resume or cover letter, and also use those keywords. For example, advocacy is a big thing for nurses. Number one type of questions that healthcare recruiters ask. Drumroll. Behavioral questions. Yes, we are nursing students. We get like very limited chances of doing hands-on things. Don't really have a lot of experiences, so that was one of the biggest obstacles for me because I didn't have any stories to share in the interview. So my tip is to prepare for different stories, and even if they don't ask the questions, you can use those stories and change them up a little bit to answer the question that they're asking. Question 1. Tell me a time that you encountered conflict and how did you solve the problem? In that question, the interviewer wants to know, you are a team player, you know how to solve conflict, you know how to talk through it, not fight it. So I would tell them a story of a conflict between me and a nurse, but of course I wouldn't make it sound like
it's not my fault, it's all that person's fault, I'm perfect, I never do anything wrong.
Before I do anything, I would think, if I were the patient or if I were the patient family, what would I want to be done to myself or my loved ones? And I would add patient advocacy in there, because whenever you have a chance to add in their mission statement points, just add it in. And that shows that you are a team player, you are a patient advocate, you know how to solve conflict. You are hired. Question 2. What are your strengths and weaknesses? I suck at math and I don't know how to nurse. That's not the question they're asking for your weakness. You never say what you're actually weak in, even though you always have to make a strength a weakness. So for example, you can say you're way too detail oriented, which is a good thing, but way too makes it not so good. Always tell them that you know that's a problem and you've been improving it, and that shows that you are always trying to improve yourself, and that's something they're looking for too. My strengths are, it depends on every person. If you are a team leader, you can say, I know how to pull a team together. I lift up the environment of the team. Or you can just tell some stories that made it click, like, oh, this is my strength. I can use this to benefit your hospital if you hire me. Question 3. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? They want to see commitment, so you have to say something that you are going to stick with this hospital. Question 4. Tell me about yourself. For these tell me about yourself questions, you don't want to tell them,
I was pushed through my mother's canal at, let's say, 3:30 a.m.
You don't want to tell them all of that personal information. They want to know, why nursing? What makes you a good candidate for my hospital? What makes you special? Why should I hire you? You want to tell them all of these in a very short paragraph. Don't make it 10 minutes long. You want to make it short and simple and concrete and hire me. So for why nursing, everyone will say, I want to help people. Yes, we know you want to help people, or else why would we just sacrifice our personal life to go into nursing school, you know? This is something that is, you can say it, but it's not something that, woo, I like this person, I'm gonna hire you, kind of sentence. You want to tell them something special about you. Perhaps you're trilingual, bilingual. That's something that makes you stand out. You can say that. Or you have had experience that is associated with this. Or you have customer service. Is a huge thing that I didn't know. So customer service, even though it's nothing related to healthcare, it's not any needles or bandages, nursing is a customer service job. So you would want to add that in some part of your interview, that you have experience in serving people, and make yourself unique, make yourself stand out. Tell them on point, don't elaborate a long story. Question 5. Tell me a time that you worked with a group, what position you played, and did you encounter any problems with the group? How did you solve it? You want to be a leader. That's a good thing. But also, you have to be careful of not making it sound like you never listen to other people. A good leader, they ask for input and they discuss it together. The leader just makes sure everything stays on track and turns everything in on time and resolves any conflict between teammates or any scheduling conflict. You just work it out. In this question, you're trying to display how flexible you are, because the healthcare system, you always have to be super flexible because you never know what's going to happen, and you have to develop a plan really quick when something unexpected happens, and that's what you want to explain in this question. I cannot answer all of these questions for you. I'm not going to tell you what I answer. I'm just telling you the tips and what you want to display besides just answering the questions. You can tell them way more than I'm a leader. Question 6. What are your salary requirements? So when you're answering the salary requirement questions, which will happen? It is a fairly awkward moment because everyone wants more money, but you can't show that you want a lot of money because no one wants to pay you a lot of money to go bankrupt. You have to negotiate with them. You don't tell them that, oh, I want to get paid $30 per hour, because maybe they were planning on paying you $50 per hour, but they heard,
Oh, 30, she can take 30. I'll save that 20 bucks per hour for some Starbucks, okay.
You always want to ask them, what's your salary range? And then they will tell you. Then you will know, oh, it's this range, and then I can pick a number there. Do you have a question for us before this interview ends? Never say no! If you really do have questions, then ask them. If you really don't, like me, always think of a question before you go, because your brain will go blank. In these questions, you can show initiative. You can ask, are there any opportunities at this hospital that I can join for volunteering or community service or camp? An interview can be very stressful. It does take a lot of practice. It took me a lot of interviews. Just be positive, believe in yourself, and if you fail, just try again. Try to figure out what you did wrong, what you could improve on, and try again. You are a unique individual. You have gifted talent. Show that to the interviewer and be confident. You got this. I wish you guys good luck that are watching this video. I'm freaking out probably the day before. Never look like you need more sleep. Have a good night's sleep. Take a deep breath. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you